I don't understand. You seemed happy. I thought things were going well with Vanessa.
Doc, for the first 6 months, things were going better than well.
I couldn't believe I found such a great guy. I mean, Charlie's a little older, but we have so much in common.
Such as?
Our jobs, TV shows we'd watch, food. I mean, we could laugh about the silliest things for hours.
Tell me something you guys would laugh about.
Okay, I remember this one time. We went to this Japanese restaurant, and it was this couple sitting there with this cute little baby girl just a few tables over.
And this waiter was just trying to be playful, but out of nowhere, he gets into the baby's face and he's like...
He scared the hell out of that poor baby. Me and Charlie laughed so hard that this old lady sitting next to us, she leans in and tells us, "You two shouldn't have any children." Sake actually came out of my nose.
Sounds like things were headed in a positive direction.
They absolutely were. I was ready to take the relationship to the next step.
We had our first conversation about marriage.
How did it go?
I thought he was the one. But then...
I thought she was the one. But then...
But then what?
I found out she's voting for Trump.
Oh, I know he voting for Biden.
She never mentioned it?
Never. Not one time.
Oh, he brags about voting for Biden like he marched with Martin Luther King or something. He might as well fly around the house with some underwear and a cape on.
When did you decide to finally tell him you were voting for Trump?
I didn't. He seen a text from my best friend asking if I had told him yet.
Well, how come you didn't tell him that you were gonna...
I try to steer away from politics because I know he would not be happy.
I was stunned. How could someone this good that I'm falling in love with vote for that orange plague?
He started to become a different person.
I would tell her he's a misogynistic racist whose only support comes from white supremacists.
And I looked at him and said, "You do realize I'm black."
Yeah, but she grew up in Beverly Hills, so I told her she was out of touch. You know, privileged, not exactly down with the cause.
How did she react to that?
I just lost it on him.
How bad?
Before the police was called, and me throwing things at him, screaming, "You little white wannabe! I am the descendants of slavery, not you!"
Okay, so maybe I went a little too far with the privilege comment.
What happened next?
She starts screaming at me. I know Trump says some stupid things, hashtag understatement, but I support his policies.
Is it possible...
Then she starts quoting from the All Sellout team.
Sellout team?
Yeah, you know, Larry Elder, Candace Owens, tokens on Fox News. She's got all their talking points down.
He wouldn't know a political original thought if it bit him in the ass.
Is it possible?
And if your cable ever go out, don't worry, Doc. He could recite Rachel Maddow and Don Lemon like that. It's like he brainwashed.
Interesting. Brainwashed.
She is so brainwashed. I mean, I don't know what's worse. The fact that she watches Tucker Carlson and thinks he's smart, or that my own girlfriend blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, I blocked him on Twitter. We agree not to talk about something. He retweets something he know I would see just to piss me off.
And then she joined Parler.
Parler.
Yeah, Parler. It's like a social media app for fascists. I mean, what's next? She's going to get a tramp stamp tattoo of a swastika?
Do you think Vanessa is a fascist?
Yes. No. I don't know. Doc, I'm falling in love with her. At least I thought I was. I'm really hoping you can talk some sense into her.
Look, Doc, I know Charlie respects you a lot. But can you just get him to back off of me a little bit? I mean, besides the politics, everything's amazing.
I've never met anyone who makes me feel the way she does. But if she supports Trump, I don't see how this can last.
Thank you for coming in today. After your last sessions, I'm hoping that it will be helpful that we meet together. I want to start by focusing on something you both said to me at your last sessions.
Okay.
All right.
You each referred to the other as being brainwashed. And what does brainwashed mean to you?
That Vanessa doesn't think for herself.
That Charlie is a hashtag dumbass.
Trump supporter. See, what did I tell you, Doc?
But you get to call me a traitor in my own race?
Hey, if you can vote for Snuffleupagus.
Snuffer who?
Both of you, stop, please. You're here seeing me because you care about each other and you want to make this work, right? Right?
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you to listen to me and not think about what you're going to say next. Can you both do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing to understand about being brainwashed is not only does it influence how you think, but it can prevent you from seeing things any other way or entertaining new ideas. It's like a defense mechanism. Are you familiar with denial? When someone is in denial, such as an alcoholic, no matter what you present them with, they will find a way to twist and distort what you say to maintain their denial.
Sounds like your Aunt Sylvia.
Hey, give her a break. Her cat just died.
Hey guys,
Oh my God, that was 2 years ago and she still got 9 more.
4 more, and that's not the point.
Charlie, Vanessa, stay with me. Another defense mechanism is projection. Here, there can be something about ourselves that we don't want to face, so we pass it on or project it onto someone else. For example, someone who doesn't like arrogance might be arrogant themselves.
Skip Bayless.
He's so arrogant.
Good. We finally agree on something. So, when these aspects of being brainwashed, denial and projection are in play, it can take a person hitting bottom, having some issue such as a relationship they want to save, to be the catalyst to lower their defenses and for progress to be made. You two guys love each other. You care. Introduced each other to your parents. Are two good people. Now, let me ask you something. When it comes to politics, the polarization of society, sound bites, clickbaits, social media playing on our fears, pitting us against each other, manipulating. Is it possible, just possible, that maybe you have been slightly brainwashed and are not only closed off to the other's point of view, but are judging each other, seeing things in the other that just isn't there, and possibly pushing away someone who could be the love of your life? Is it possible?
You voted for Trump, didn't you?
He voted for Biden.
No, he voted with all that stuff about
Well,
brainwash.
if you must know, I actually voted for Joe Jorgensen.
The Libertarian candidate? You're wasting your
What are
vote.
you
There's a
wasting your vote?
reckoning in this
Trump
country on
is
issues
the
of
best
racism, social
president,
justice.
and he cares for all of us.
have
So
to
when you and your
undo
snowflakes are getting all these
on
security, things are
immigration,
actually
the
getting worse.
environment.
You need to stop listening to the fake news and listen and wake up.
Do Black Lives Matter even matter to you?
The father absence in the black community is the worst thing in the black community.
The only thing necessary for people to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
You're pathetic.
You're pathetic.
In what third world country did you get your degree from?
I'm going back to my Jewish therapist. Thank you very much. Brainwashed.
Charlie, I didn't expect to see you again.
Well, after Vanessa and I broke up, I thought about some of the things you said.
What brings you in today?
I'm dating someone new.
How's that been going?
Well, for starters, we agree on politics.
Well, that's one thing we won't have to worry about.
Thank God. But I don't want the same thing that happened with Vanessa.
You little white wannabe. I am the descendants of slavery, not you.
Okay, so maybe I went a little too far with the privilege comment. To happen with Julia.
Tell me about Julia.
We met a few months ago online.
A dating website?
Yeah, a friend talked me into it. I studied her profile for a really long time before I got up the nerve to reach out. Oh, yeah.
Charlie was shy, but I could tell he was very attracted to me, as I was to him.
She actually made the first move. I just did what any decent person would do in that situation.
No. You did more.
What do you like about the relationship?
I love how we make each other smile and laugh. In these crazy times, that's a good thing.
It's nice being with a man who is settled and knows what he wants.
Charlie?
Yes. He doesn't play games. He says what he means and means what he says.
Speaking of that, has that ever been a problem?
Not really. I mean, we have great, passionate discussions. For the most part.
Charlie is progressive and open-minded. For the most part.
For the most part? I hear some hesitation.
Well, Dr. Winston, I found out. Es que no me lo puedo creer. No me lo puedo creer. I found out he's not getting the COVID vaccine.
Did she want to get the vaccine right away?
She was cutting in front of old ladies to get it.
One lady, and she could not have been over 55. Okay, maybe she was 60, but she cut in front of me first.
Did you calmly try to discuss the pros and cons together?
I wish she was calm, but the more I disagree with her, the more she freaked out.
It's hard not to freak out when I'm quoting Dr. Fauci and the CDC, and he comes up with quotes from witch doctors on Facebook and some crazy basketball player who says that the earth is flat. And then Joe Rogan.
It wouldn't matter if I quoted someone who won a Nobel Prize. If they disagree with Emperor Fauci and his cabal, she thinks they're all quacks.
Is there any part of you that understands why?
I was stunned. I told him, you have to get the vaccine!
Julia, my body, my choice.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was like, hey, take it easy with the hot sauce.
Why don't you want to get the vaccine?
It's just a little too fast, okay? I mean, I don't know about this new mRNA technology.
He would not listen to reason.
Her reason. I don't want to be a hashtag guinea pig and wake up with a tail growing out of my ass.
And he would say the most ridiculous things.
Okay, so maybe I exaggerated to make a point.
Do you see how not listening to each other could be frustrating?
Listening? He would shut down like a child, okay, when I tried to persuade him.
Is it possible?
She became a different person after I refused to get the vaccine.
Interesting. Vanessa said the same thing about you when you found out she was voting for Trump.
What does that have to do with the tea and freak in China? I moved on from Vanessa. I've grown.
La 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 la. That's what he would do. La 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 la.
Not listening. La 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 la.
Like a 5-year-old child when I would try to talk to him about the vaccine.
That's because she wouldn't shut up about it. I heard you. You made your point. Move on.
I can't move on. I'm pre-diabetic. And my mother has high blood pressure.
Those are serious health concerns.
They got the vaccine.
Okay, but...
And I told her she's so worried about diabetes, maybe she should cut back on the sweets a little bit. Maybe work in a little mother-daughter cardio. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
How did she respond to that?
I lost it on him.
Why are women always throwing things at me?
I thought I found someone I could be with. But if he can be so selfish about something so important, then maybe it's not meant to be.
I thought this time was going to be different, Doc. But if Julia keeps pushing, And if she can't accept that I have honest doubts, I don't see how this can last.
Thank you guys for coming in today. You have so much going for you in your relationship. I would hate to see you ruin it over this one issue. Do you know what tribalism is?
You mean like with the Indians?
It's indigenous, you hashtag dumbass.
Guys, that's not...
Pardon me, missed the other day referring to that African-American homeless dude as that black homeless guy. You didn't hear me call out the PC police on you.
He was a black homeless guy.
Oh, but if he was a white homeless guy or Guatemalan, you wouldn't be all like, hey, check out the Guatemalan homeless guy.
Es que eres tan estúpido. You're supposed to be my boyfriend. That's not how I would talk. He's retarded.
You hear that, Doc? She used the R word. Points for me.
Oh, you're such a child.
Charlie.
It's not a contest.
Charlie, Julia, please. Julia's right. This is not a contest. There are words and language that people use around people they're close to, which you guys are, right? Right? And words people will use around their therapist that they wouldn't use around other people. But that's not why we're here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was talking to Dr. Winston.
Guys, this petty fighting, this is what happens when you allow tribalism to split you apart. It starts with one issue that divides you. You pick your side, your tribe. You pick yours. And you look for evidence and you embrace anything that confirms that side and dismiss anything against it. Big business, media, even entities that you wouldn't suspect advocacy or rights groups. Regardless of their intentions, at times, they seek to advance their cause off of our divisions, off of our righteous anger, our need to believe we're on the right side. Whether you're talking vaccines, politics, diet. With social media continuing to grow, there are more and more issues where this type of drama plays out. It's dangerous to the fabric of our society and your relationship.
So what do we do?
Yeah, I mean, how?
Stop insulting each other. Questioning each other's motives, sanity, intelligence when you disagree. That's not the way to change minds. That's not the way people who care about each other should talk to each other. Communicate with empathy. That's the antidote to tribalism.
Wow.
That was so beautiful, Dr. Winston. Charlie, I'm sorry if I've been coming on too strong.
I'm sorry too, Julia. I mean, I'm still not getting the vaccine.
Didn't you hear anything he just said?
I didn't hear anything about him telling me to get the vaccine.
Dr. Winston, you think he should get it, right?
I don't make decisions for my patients.
Well, what about you, Doc? I mean, did you get it for yourself or not?
Actually, I've decided to remain impartial and not share my vaccine status with anyone.
Impartial and not sharing your vaccine status? If you didn't get the vaccine, just say you didn't get it. I understand why.
What do you think about it to someone you love? Are you a
They lie. They're
when you're on a ventilator.
The words.
No measles, chickenpox,
Pharmaceutical companies, you want to trust them?
know what eradicated them? Vaccine!
They've been fined $33 billion. Don't believe me? Google it.
If you guys are finished,
Social media is manipulating.
Doctors,
How's the word?
they're quitting their jobs over BS mandates.
You're supposed to be a man of science.
There are whistleblowers and treatments that are being suppressed.
You have a responsibility to your people to set an example and do the right thing.
This is about our freedom. This is about our right to control what we put in our bodies.
Do Black lives even matter to you?
Don't be a fool!
Don't be a fool! Let's get out of here, Charlie. You hungry?
Yeah, I think I saw a new Chipotle down the street. Tribalism. I am so going back to my Jewish therapist.
I heard you. Charlie?
Dr. Winston, thank you for taking my call.
I thought we agreed you should see that Jewish therapist you kept talking about.
I did.
Well, what happened?
No opinion on the Israeli Palestinian conflict!
Deuces. I'm going back to my black therapist. Thank you very much. Let's just say it didn't work out.
So now you want to come back to me?
I know I can be a pain in the ass.
I have feelings, Charlie. And black lives definitely do matter to me.
Hey, that was Julia that said that to you last time. But I'm truly sorry for when I said it to you.
Why are you calling?
I need your help.
What is it?
I don't want to die alone.
So I assume things didn't work out between you and Julia.
No, I never got vaccinated.
Tell me about some of your other past relationships.
He ran when I said I wanted 5 children. It's not that many.
Hey, pro-life is Jasmine's choice. But I don't want to work till I'm dead.
We broke up because I own this one little gun.
It still fires bullets.
He refused to reciprocate.
That's on Lana. She volunteered. What was I gonna do, say no?
He freaked out when he saw my guinea pig, Mr. Waffles. But isn't he so cute?
Yeah, Mr. Waffles is a rodent. I don't sleep with rats in my bed.
When I tell you he tried to negotiate the price, I mean he tried to negotiate my fucking price.
Charlie! Is Kelly a prostitute?
I've been trying, Doc. Believe me. But nothing I try works.
Charlie, you seem to have a pattern of getting into relationships that seem to go well until you run up against an area of disagreement or something you don't like, and then it blows up.
I know. I'll be dating someone, it'll be going smooth, and then some issue comes up, and this other person inside of me takes over.
Of the women you've dated, who's the one you felt the most connected with?
I hate to say it, but Vanessa.
Why do you hate to say it?
Because she voted for the Antichrist, a black plague, a maniac who's masquerading as a...
Charlie, you're doing it again.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. What do I do?
Do you still have feelings for Vanessa?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on my calendar for an appointment on Monday at our old time. But no asking me about my opinions or who I vote for or things I do personally. Agreed?
Agreed. But seriously, you're a Dave Chappelle fan?
Charlie!
Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dr. Winston.
How are things going between the two of you?
Good.
Good. I like how Charlie stopped coloring his beard.
I like how Vanessa's dropped some weight.
You trying to say I was fat?
What? No, I was just trying to give you a compliment. I mean, were you saying I looked old with the beard comment?
That's not the same thing.
Guys, come on now. We're here trying to start over.
Okay. I'm just saying, the gray does look sexy.
I'm just saying, you're looking sexy.
Good. Now tell me where you guys are at.
Well, as you know, it started with texting, right? And we've had some good phone conversations, but just this last week we had the most amazing conversation. It's really, I can feel it.
Vanessa, do you agree?
Yes, it has been nice talking again.
But you've been hesitant to see Charlie again before today. Why?
Because getting along as friends is all well and good.
But you're worried that if the subject of politics come up, it'll be like before.
Exactly.
Vanessa, I've told you I've changed.
I don't believe it.
Vanessa, I've been working with Dr. Winston.
Charlie, let me. Vanessa, I've been seeing Charlie twice a week for 6 weeks, and he really has been working on himself. He loves you. He really wants things to work.
Well, we'll see. Charlie, I was in favor of the Texas Supreme Court's decision on abortion.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, you're a woman. You don't hate women, obviously, right? I mean, you're not a misogynist. And, you know, you have what you think are valid reasons for believing what you believe.
Good, Charlie.
I'm not finished.
Bring it on, babe.
And I think Supreme Court Justice Scalia is the best justice in my lifetime, and he's way better than Ginsburg.
That's crazy. Scalia was...
Ironically enough, great friends with Justice Ginsburg, despite their stark ideological differences.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. They were a fine example for all of us.
You see?
I got one more, Doc. And this is the big one. If and when Trump runs in 2024, I'm going to vote for him again.
Oh, hell no. 4 years of that orange plague wasn't enough. I mean, oh my God, what are you waiting for the apocalypse? You're going to have to actually see the 4 horsemen riding in before you get it? I mean, where's your heart? Where's your soul?
See, Doc? We're right back where we started from.
No. Vanessa, please. I'm sorry, okay? I love you, Vanessa. I mean, Dr. Winston's right. I want this to work. I'm tired of pushing people away. No one more than you. If you want to vote for him,
Trump.
Work with me, please. Okay. If you want to vote for Trump.
Yes.
Vote for Trump. And I will love you, and I will cherish you in spite of it.
That's all I've ever wanted to hear, baby. And I will love you, and I will cherish you, in spite of you voting for Sleepy Joe Biden.
Name calling?
In spite of you voting for Joe Biden.
Now you see? That wasn't so difficult, was it?
Was it so difficult?